Well, welcome back. 2010 Mazda 3 2.0 liter. Bad vibration at idle. Bad vibration all the time. Motor mount. Pretty common issue on these passenger side motor mount. I've got it out. I'm going to show you how to put it back together. It's pretty simple. Let me show you what it looks like. So this is the actual mount. Well, it's supposed to be one piece. It's supposed to be one piece. And it sits in a bracket right here in front of the engine. Sits in here, kind of in the middle of it. Pretty common. These just come apart. So I'm going to show you putting it back together. I've got the car, I've got a jack under the oil pan just holding the engine in place so I could undo the motor mount bolts so the engine doesn't drop. And I've got a new mount here. We're just going to go through and put it back together. The hardest part of this is this overflow reservoir. It's got a tab up front here and a tab in the back. This tab you can pull up on and get it out. This tab in the back has a little tab, I'll show you close up, has little tabs that stick out. I had to stick a screwdriver in there and kind of pry the plastic off, and it was around it just to get it to come loose. But that's probably the hardest part of this job. It's not very difficult at all. Torque spec for these, it says 53 to 68 or something like that. So we'll hit them in the middle. We'll go 60 foot-pounds when we put it back together, and that'll be it. Let's show you what we're doing here. You can buy this whole mount, but most of the time you can just get the insert. You don't need the bracket. The bracket's fine. So save yourself some money. Let's get the new insert, the actual mount. So this is directional, so you can, if you turn it around and put it the wrong way, it won't line up. So make sure you have it so it lines up with the two bolts here, the two holes. This plate, you have to bend over. You have to stick it through here and then bend the thing over. Let's see how it goes. So you got to slide it through, get it in the middle, which I'm going to do, and then you have to bend these tabs around on either side. They get bent over there. So let me go do that, and I'll show it to you when it's done. But make sure you have the mount facing around. If you do it this way, it's not going to line up. So let me go, I'll bend these over, get this in place, and then I'll show you when it's done. All right, so I've bent that around. I don't think it really matters. You can bend it all the way in, but as long as it doesn't hit, it's not going to go anywhere. It's kind of, I've got it wrapped around that. I'm just going to test fit it here. Make sure we're where we should be. And it looks pretty good, actually. So I'm going to have to move the motor a little bit because it's a little bit off. I'm going to pick it up some, but that's okay. I've got it set in there. Let me pick the motor up a little bit. Get lined up here where I want to be. Start by hand, always by hand. The motor's got to come this way just a little, I think, too. Let me pick it up a little more. So if you can see that I picked it up till it's right, there's really no gap here. And then I've got to see if I can line these things up. And it's going to give me grief here. Let me get these started. I'll knock you out of the picture there. No, I think I'm okay. See if I can get these started here. Always start them by hand so you don't cross thread them. I got that one started. Tweak this one a little bit. But you have room to move it around. I'm trying to line up. There's call them purchase marks, but you can see where the bolts were before and how they were lined up. So that's kind of where I'm putting it back to. I want to put it back right where it was. Let me get a ratchet and extension for that. I'm just going to snug them up and then we'll come back and torque them. Get a little bit of a prying utensil here, just so I can move this around. See if I can just tweak it a little bit here. I don't know how I'm going to get at it, but be careful what you push on, that's all. Yeah, there we go. Let me get that in place. I do have an edge of the engine, not plastic. Don't push on plastic. You'll just break stuff. Come on. I don't have it quite tight enough. Stay put. Just snug these up. Let me get a torque wrench and torque them, just making sure everything's clear here. Everything is clear. Don't have anything hitting it. 60 foot-pounds. That's it. Let me zoom in. I'll show you this little tab for the reservoir for the coolant. Let me find it. It's down there. I see it. It's that guy right there. Oh. Let's see if I can get it to focus on this. So hopefully this will focus. But you see the indent? That's tabs that stick out that way. They're like on an angle like this. You slide this down on there. They're really hard, so I had to slide this on this side of the tab, the back side of this tab here, in between the plastic and the tab to get it. This one in the front here, right in the corner. Let me back you up. Sorry. Let's back you up here. The other one's up here in this corner, but it doesn't have those tabs. It doesn't lock in. You can just pull up on that and it'll pop this front one loose. So they look like this. Zoom in and see that too. See, oh, see if I can get this in the picture for you. No, I can't. Let me move my camera. That's what they look like. The little tabs are just like, they slide right down on there. It's all that holds it in place. But it took me longer to do that than probably everything else for this thing. Just line them up. Push it down on there. And that's it. That's pretty much it. Put this down. Let me let this down off the jack. Actually, very simple, easy to do. Pretty common issue from what I could see for this passenger side, this top motor mount on these Mazdas to go bad. This car has a little over 160,000 miles on it, so it's been in there a while. So that's it for this 2010 Mazda 3. Pretty common issue, pretty common failure point, this upper passenger side motor mount. Just block the engine up to hold it in place, pull that out of there. Not hard. The hardest part is getting this reservoir out. You gotta kind of mess with that back tab and get it off of the plastic, the plastic that goes around it to hold it in there. But if you need to do this for your Mazda, I hope it helps you out. If you like the videos, click the like and subscribe below. Thanks for watching.